Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Emily Freybler. So today's video, I'm going to sit down and try out 4 new products from the drugstore with you guys. Some are pretty hyped up, or one of them is, and a couple others I just saw when I went to Ulta. So I hope you guys like this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. So let's get started. All right, you guys, like I said, I have 4 new products to share with you and to try out on camera. One of them is the very hyped up Can't Stop, Won't Stop Full Coverage Foundation from NYX. This is something that I've been wanting to try, gone back and forth about trying it on camera for you guys because a lot of people have reviewed it. So I figured I would throw it in with a video where I try out other things instead of doing like a full dedicated video. Other product that I want to try is this Revlon Volumizing, it's just called Revlon Volumizing Mascara. It looks very similar to the L'Oreal Lash Paradise Mascara, so like the wand does, so I'm really excited to try this. The 2 other products that I want to try are from Catrice. I love Catrice, as you guys know. One is their new Nude Illusion Loose Powder. This is in the shade Transparent, so we'll see if this has flashback, all that kind of stuff. And then there is this palette that has 2 blushes, a bronzer, and what looks like a more of a sculpting shade, and then a highlight. So this would be beautiful for travel. So for primer today, I'm going to use my Soap & Glory mattifying primer, the One Heck of a Blot mattifying primer, because I watched Juicy Jazz's review on this foundation, and she said got really oily, and I mean, I saw it in her video. It got really oily throughout the day. If you guys haven't watched my videos before, I do have combination skin, so my like T-zone right here is oily. I'm also going to use the Photo Ready Pore Reducing Primer from Revlon. So I'm just going to do this and push it into the skin a little bit in my porous areas. All right, let's go in with this. I got the shade Natural, and it looks like it's going to be a pretty spot-on match for me. Maybe just a tad dark. I'm on the end of my self-tanner a little bit. Just 2 pumps on my hand right here. I probably just should have started with 1, because lately I've been liking a lot lighter coverage just because my skin's been doing a lot better. But this is full coverage, so we'll see how it builds up. I'm going to use a sponge on one side and just go in with it. Wow, that's looking good so far, coverage-wise. See, it just says full coverage foundation. 24-hour matte finish, yeah. 24-hour matte finish, so we'll see. So far right now, I'm just getting medium coverage with a sponge. But I like this coverage, honestly, just for day-to-day and what I've been wearing lately. I feel like that's a really good coverage. I'm also going to take my F80 Kabuki, and this is from Sigma. I love this brush. I'm just going to buff this into the skin, see if I can get a little bit better coverage. I'm not going to build it up like crazy though, just because I haven't been liking that, you know? So maybe just a tiny bit on my cheeks. That looks really beautiful too with the brush. I feel like I get basically the same amount of coverage so far with the brush and the sponge. Looks really nice on the skin, you guys. Like, that is looking very nice. It's definitely more matte. Okay, I'm just going to use a tiny bit more. I have it the same amount on the back of my hand. I'm almost up with the 2 pumps. I'm just going to do a tiny bit more right here. So I would say it's probably a full coverage. It's not like ultimate full coverage, like every little thing is covered, but it's very high up there pretty dang quickly. Like, you don't have to work a lot to build this up. So if you love full coverage foundations, then this is definitely for you. And the finish isn't like a chalky matte or anything. It's just very natural looking on the skin. And right now it's looking really nice. It's usually $15. NYX, what the heck? But I got it for 20% off, so it was $11.99 at Ulta. That is up there for a drugstore foundation. Okay, now I'm going in with my Flower Beauty concealer. I'm just going to use a little bit of this before I go in with that powder. Okay, now to go in with the powder, this is the Catrice Nude Illusion Loose Powder in Transparent. They also have a banana shade if that's more, like if you're more of a medium deep skin tone. I feel like that would look really good for you. I'm a little scared with this because it looks very white and then it's going to have like flashback and stuff. but we're going to try it. I'm going to do one side with a sponge and then one side like lightly brushing it, and then I'll take a photo with flash and see if there's flashback. So I'm going to set the right side with this brush here. This is just from Wet n Wild. Whoa, that looks so nice, you guys. Like, I have no pores. This powder was $8.99, and with the 20% off, it was $7.19 from Ulta. Okay, it looks beautiful on the skin, you guys. Oh my gosh, it doesn't look cakey or anything. But this is what it looks like. My whole face looks pretty even, and the only place I set was my under eyes, so I don't think that it has flashback. Okay, on the rest of the face, it might have taken away like a teeny tiny bit of coverage, but not much. Okay, I don't know. It looks like it's starting to take away coverage from like right here on my face. It looks okay now. I don't know. Maybe I like setting it with a brush better, because the side I set with the sponge, there's definitely less coverage like right here. And it almost looks like it's separating a little bit. So if you're going to use this, I would say set it with a brush. I'm going to try it out more, and I'll let you guys know how I feel about it, if I'm reaching for it or not, all that jazz. Okay, now let's go into this face palette. This is called California in a Box Bronzer and Blush Palette. And you guys, how stunning does this look? The only downside is obviously there's not a mirror, but that's not a huge deal to me. I'm very curious as to why they made the highlight the biggest pan. Like, I feel like people don't go through highlight that quickly, but they would go through like bronzer or blush quicker. So that's kind of weird to me. This whole palette was $14.99. So again, a little bit up there for Catrice, but you get 5 products in one. And then I had $3 off, so it was $11.99 afterwards, after the 20% off. So Drugstore is getting up there a little bit in price, and I don't like it. I think I'm going to go in with the lighter of the two, this one right here. I think I have a Catrice bronzer. Yes, I do. And I really like it. Now that I think about it more, I do have a Catrice bronzer, and I really like it. Wow, this is blending like so well on the skin. Look at that. The pigmentation is nice, but it's not like crazy pigmented to where you feel like you're just gonna put a blob of brown on your face and not be able to blend it. Like, okay, this looks nice. I'm just gonna kind of contour that nose area and then take a little bit and go under the lip. I am going to dip just a tiny bit into this darker shade just because I want to... I am going to dip into the darker shade just because I want to try it out a little bit. See how the color's looking on my skin. So far, so good. So I think both of... like, you could use either one of these if you had my skin tone. Okay, now I'm going to first go into this shade right here of the blushes. This is pretty. Okay, that's really nice. And now I'm going to go into the shimmery shade. They're Weed Whipping. This looks beautiful, this shade right here. It has a little bit of shimmer in it. A little bit of glow. That is so pretty. That is so pretty. It just gives like the slightest little bit of glow. It's not like overpowering or anything. So far, this is an A+++. Okay, now I'm going in with this highlight. This highlight is like right up my alley when it comes to highlights. It's like a golden-y champagne shade. Okay, this is stunning. Yup. I feel like even like you could kind of just build this up and not make it super blinding, but then you could also build it up or even get it wet and it would be beautiful. A little bit on my nose. This is so pretty. I'm going to put a little bit in the inner corner as well. Okay, last but not least, we have to try the mascara, which I'm so pumped about. This is the mascara right here from Revlon. Oops, I have this on it. The mascara was $8.99 with the 20% off. Actually, it was a sale item. So it was $270 off, and then with the 20% off, it was only $503. So that was a nice little surprise. So it has a really pretty purple packaging. And then we have the wand. I actually use a Revlon lash curler too. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with this mascara and see how I like it. You guys know I love my L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara, and if this could be like a close second or top that, that would be phenomenal. So far I feel like it really coats all the lashes, and it's making them look very like piecey, almost like a lash extension type of look, which honestly looks really, really pretty. Okay, so that's one coat. It looks very natural. As far as volume, I feel like it doesn't give like a ton of volume right off the bat like the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. I'm going to let this dry for a second and then go in with a second coat. Alright, so I'm going in with my second coat on this right side. Just trying to build it a little bit. It is building for sure, but it doesn't look like it's getting chunky. It still is like separating all the lashes, which I really like. So far, I really like the mascara. I don't think it's going to replace my favorite L'Oreal Lash Paradise, but it's definitely beautiful, and it makes my lashes look really nice. If I paired it with the L'Oreal Telescopic or the Essence Lash Princess, then I think I would really like it, just to have a little bit more lengthening and volume at the same time. But so far, I do really like it. I honestly like everything that I've tried right now. I'm going to put on a lip color right now. If you're curious what I have on my lips, I put on the Essence lip liner in the shade Lovely Frappuccino, and then I put Caramel Kiss from the CoverGirl Exhibitionist lipsticks. I love these lipsticks. All right, so that is it. I'm going to update you guys later on tonight with this foundation, this NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop, see if it gets oily on me throughout the day or not. I'll take a little footage on my vlog camera for you guys to show you guys that.